Welcome to Bread and Jelly. I'm Gorgonzola.
No. Try it again.
And welcome to Bread and Jelly. I'm Gorge.
No. We practiced this. Come on.
We did practice this. I can never get it right. It's like I can think of every.
We have to do at least like 20 takes for him to get it right every time. We have to edit it in.
Every episode. It's really messy sometimes. Sometimes I just go, "Welcome to Bread and Jelly." I'm. We're playing.
That's not entirely implausible.
We're playing Super Smash 64 Brothers. Mm-hmm. And this is one. I played as a kid, but I didn't really start getting back into it until really recently. And I've played it, since and before. I just wasn't able to get into it. I think it's because I really enjoy modern Smash.
Yeah.
And so I'm enjoying the meta game of this.
I see. As you can see, I am trash at all things I do. This being one of them.
Oh man.
I seem to do okay in Melee every now and again, but this game never really made sense to me.
Well, it's definitely different. The reason I like it is because the meta game is a lot more simple. I think I might have just bumped the mic.
Metagame?
Yeah, because I was able to learn how to play this game effectively a lot easier. Because the rules are a lot more simple when it comes to all the things that you can do. Like, it was really easy for me to realize how to kill people with Captain Falcon. Even though I'm not doing it so well right now. Yeah, it went to the point where I was like going against 2 level 9 NPCs and just destroying them because I could just down air them into the abyss.
I see. What the heck?
Whoa!
How do you feel about Street Fighter, by the way?
I have actually never played it.
I kind of suspected that to be the case. I feel like you would enjoy it.
Yeah?
I like it a lot more than Smash, personally.
Yeah?
Yeah. The characters are more appealing, and the fighting is a little more, I don't know, straightforward, if you ask me.
Brad, you just said the characters are more appealing.
I did.
We're talking about Captain Falcon here, baby.
I have a Nintendo bias. It's a fact.
You mean a bias against Nintendo?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Something about them is... It can't just be me.
Well, I'm sure, but it's like Smash Bros. Man, we are just getting... Get out of there, boy. Come here, DK. Well, you didn't need that anyway. Whoop!
So what's been going on with you?
Have we already gotten to that point?
What?
Where it's just like, we have nothing to talk about. So, what's been happening?
No, I'm trying to sedate my brain from this game by thinking about something else.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, if you don't like it, it's fine. But
I'm making the most of it,
yeah.
I'll do anything. Anything. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Falcon Punch.
I don't know.
Get that, bro.
We've been hanging out a little bit recently, but I feel like we don't talk. We never call.
Get that, cool. Okay, we can talk about that story about the chocolate turtles, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Basically, we act like an old married couple.
Yeah, we
It's the gist
do.
of the story.
We don't live together in the same place like he does with some of his some of his other buddies. But I was over there, and it was last night when we were watching that spaghetti western. And Brad was cooking something. We were both cooking, but he was currently cooking. And this kid comes up to the front door, and he's with some kind of what would you even call it? A youth
It's
group?
like a charity. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was for like inner city kids.
Dude, we're about to win.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh! Oh! Just got-
Wow. Yeah, we did it.
we did.
Yeah. So yeah, he was like with an inner city kids charity group kind of thing.
Yeah, he said that it was like meant to keep kids out of trouble, like gang kids and stuff, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You. What? I like that we're comparing ourselves to old people, and you sound like such an old person. Like, oh, keeping those inner city gang kids out of trouble. It's such an Ethel, you know that.
So basically, he was selling an assortment of candies, like chocolate turtles and I don't know, just all sorts of stuff like Tootsie Rolls and stuff. And I was asking him, I was like, oh, okay, so how much are they? I think it was like $10 for a box or 20 for 3. And I was like, Brad, do you want some chocolate turtles? And you're like, I don't know, what's the deal? And I was like, I'm sorry, how much are they? And I was like, and then I yelled back what the actual price was.
Yeah.
I ended up buying a box. I didn't know Brad wanted to. He was gonna pay, but
yeah, I've donated to them before.
But it was like, it's such an old person thing. It's just like, Brad, do you want some chocolate turtles? What? Chocolate turtles? How much are they? I'm sorry, sweetie. How much did you say they were?
It's funny because it's just so true of like how we interact.
Yeah. And then sometime after that, shortly after that, you said to me,
yeah, I started saying something like ranting about how, well, they don't need money. Those inner city kids need better education is what it is. The money's just not going to help them, but it's a good start.
You did say that.
I said exactly that.
Yeah. But we also, like, we were both cooking, and you turned to me and you're just like, I'm really bummed that you're not gay because we make such a cute couple. And then I was just like, yeah, we would.
It's so true.
I like being able to just admit that with someone.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a certain amount of comfort that's required. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it would never be, but,
Never.
Nah. I'm too sassy for you anyway. You get frustrated.
Yeah, maybe. Come here, Pikachu. What? Or you can just kill yourself. Come here, Mario. Oh wow, he teched that shit. I don't even know if you'd say that that's a tech.
You're speaking a language I don't know right now. Tech?
I actually don't know what tech means.
Listen, come on.
It's a Smash term.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that what the cool kids say?
Something like that. Dude, oh man, I squandered it. I need to get like an air spike kill because that's like my main thing, and I didn't do a single one yet. But dude, like when I'm talking about the meta game in this, the things that are effective are extremely effective. Like with Falcon's down air, if you're off stage and you get hit by that, you're just like, you just don't even get a chance.
Wow.
So it's really obvious what the good stuff is, and it helps me in the new games too to know this kind of stuff. Like I use certain moves that I wouldn't have otherwise just because I've had practice in these games. Wah, wah, wah.
Having kind of an artistic rut this weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been kind of
But you did
frustrating.
Cool Guy.
Yeah, I did come up with Cool Guy. I love this character.
Yeah.
So basically the whole idea of him is basically that he's like a... How many times can I say basically before I actually say what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
He's a cigarette. Or like, think like GQ model, but he has a cigarette for a head. And so like, the idea is I can draw this character with whatever like various cool guy items I can think of, like completely different stuff that doesn't go together. Like I put parachute pants on him and then like, a suit or whatever. It just like the clash of all these pseudo cool elements had a really neat effect.
Yeah.
And it's just a really easy character to draw, so I was kind of happy with that, but I mean, it seemed like that was, I think Friday I did that, and then...
Yeah, then you drew him a little bit more.
I tried to draw him a little bit more, and I don't know, it's tough.
It
It's
is
tough
tough.
to keep the energy up, you know what I mean? 'Cause
It
that's what it
is.
comes down to. It's like, physically, I have the ability, It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
being in the
absolutely.
right frame of mind to get the results.
I mean, I feel that too with ASMR and stuff. Because I mean, I've been away for a really long time. I'm about to come back. Ooh.
Right.
But you know, I think what keeps me. I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna kill. Oh, I didn't get any of them. What keeps me away from recreating stuff or creating stuff is script writing. It's really hard for me sometimes. And that's kind of the wall that keeps me from creating content on a more daily basis.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a good writer. I wouldn't mind doing scripts for you at all.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean, yeah. Have you ever like listened to anything that I do?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Okay.
And I agree that the writing is definitely where you're weakest, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, your performance is solid. Yeah, if you could polish that a little bit, it would be really good.
I wouldn't say that my writing's bad per se.
No, it's
the
just
problem
not as strong
is
as anything else.
the problem is that writing tends to be limited in the type of immersive setting that I try to set in my audios, because I'm trying to make it so that the person thinks they're there. So
Yeah.
so many things are impossible. For example, I can't have rhetorical questions.
You can't
Like,
say their name. You can't specify a gender, right?
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes I specify a gender. Some of the
okay.
stuff I keep gender neutral.
Okay.
But for example, if I say like, "Oh, hey, do you want something? Like, do you want something to drink? Okay, I'll get you a specified drink," and then the person says, "Well, I didn't want that,"
Yeah. Yeah.
and that doesn't work.
Right. Yeah. That is tricky. What do you think?
See, it's not necessarily.
I'd say you got to change your approach then.
Yeah, well, I mean,
If
I
you're
might
doing
make
stuff
some
like that.
different types of audios that aren't necessarily that kind of thing.
I think settings that have you playing like an authority character of some kind tend to work better. Like a doctor, right? Where the doctor doesn't really give a crap about what you have to say, or like a dentist, like you know, just making small talk.
That's kind of.
It almost doesn't matter what you have to say.
That's actually a really interesting idea. Well, I know that like on the audio subreddits, they do a lot of stuff like that in the more erotic sense. But when it comes to that type of writing, that might be just the perfect kind of thing for it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you figure that that you know, if you keep that in mind, you can do a lot of interesting stuff. I mean, you tend to go for more of like the relationship type scenarios, yeah.
Yeah, I can do other stuff too. I'm thinking of doing some more poetry. Just poetry reading, because
Sure.
that's nice.
Yeah, for sure. What kind of poetry are you into, by the way?
Nothing in particular, I don't think.
You don't have like favorite authors or anything?
Nah. I'm not nearly that culture.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's okay.
How many more of these do you want to do?
Well, I should probably start by putting my watch right side up on my wrist. That's pretty cute.
Old Bread's checking his watch.
Well, I was, but then I can't. Ah, jeez.
Do you want to use
That just
Pikachu?
shows you how often I wear a watch, which is never.
Do you want to do Pikachu again, or do you want someone else?
Oh, I'd like to play with somebody else, please.
Please and thank you.
I want to play as Samus because she's my babe, but
Dude, you're playing as Link.
yeah, I know. Samus in this game is no fun.
Oh, okay.
I already tried it. Dude, Prime is Metroid Prime,
Yeah.
best game. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that is my
it's-
childhood gem. you know what I
It
mean?
definitely has to be something that I should play like soon.
Dude, yeah. It's one of those things that just kind of holds up over time.
Yeah.
And once you get into it, it has so much to offer you as far as exploration and,
Yeah.
you know, solid environments and stuff. Oh, man. The music is amazing. I listen to the soundtrack just, like, all the time. Like, when I'm trying to do work, it's...
I listen to soundtrack stuff all the time. That's my favorite kind of music.
Yeah, why do we do that? You know, like, I'm starting to notice that a lot of
You said,
creative
I remember.
professionals do this.
I remember you told me that you thought it was dumb that I did that.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, no, I totally did. I didn't get it at all. Because I was like, you know, to me, lyrics are like, you know, a really important part of any song. But no, soundtracks are totally... I mean,
Yes,
when
I
you're
got
working-
it. Woo! Dude, that was a down
You
spike.
did the... Yeah, okay, cool. Good for you.
Oh my god, I'm gonna...
Way to fucking go.
Oh, we're kind of up right now. Anyway. Wait, yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Luigi.
Like I said, there's a couple of creative professionals I know now that are really big into
Yes! Woo!
the soundtrack stuff, you know?
Yeah.
What soundtracks do you listen to?
Oh, just all sorts of things. I mean, recently I've been listening to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly non-stop. Because it's a freaking masterpiece. Come here, Luigi.
What is that noise? Stop that.
Oh, I messed up, Brad. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he's dead.
What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, this floor is really weird on the stage. Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, that was amazing. My fail on that. You go ahead and pick next stage, because I've been picking every single Gosh Dang one.
Samus stage.
The Shamus stage. Woo. Dude. God, I love Donkey. I was thinking about his little review of this game.
Who?
Video game Donkey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he did like a Smash 4 review, and jokingly he made it about this game instead. Like this was the footage that he used, and he was like, the characters aren't even from Smash Bros. They're from Mario Kart.
Dude, he's pretty great.
Yeah.
He's really clever about his writing.
Yeah. Ooh.
What the? Yeah, okay. Sorry.
You have failed me for the last time.
Oh, certainly not the last. If there's anything I know about you and I.
No!
Oh, I will continue to disappoint you forever.
Alright, well I didn't need this.
That
I will
crowd
review.
feature.
Yeah. Dude, I love crouch features in games. It lets you do a normal pose. Just like a little grieving pose or just like a I'm ready to fight pose.
Yeah, you know, that's that's a really cool thing in like MMOs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it forces you to get really creative with like how you try and communicate with gestures.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Sometimes gestures are done really bad in MMOs.
Yeah. Well, if it's an afterthought, you know. Yeah. That's another thing that my theory of games sort of like accounts for, but nobody else seems to think matters at all.
What?
That like how you can communicate with other players, right? Like the basic atomic way you do that says a lot about how people are going to use that feature.
Oh yeah.
And then what kind of relationships they're going to have. I shouldn't say I'm the only one who cares. I know better than that. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of games that don't make that a priority.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm gonna punish myself with another circus peanut because these things are gross. Buy a lot of them.
Me too. I'm gonna have one too. Well, you have to keep the conversation going. My mouth is full.
My mouth also full.
But I'm holding a controller.
Well, I'm technically holding one too. Yeah. Have you gotten around to watching Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant?
No.
Oh, you should. That's good. Do you remember me talking about it before?
I do. Yeah.
I ended up giving Andrea the box set to take with her because that was kind of her, like, good job on your first job of your career gift.
Oh. What was happening with her?
Oh, she got to deal with, like, a finish line. They were putting up a new store. Okay, hang on. My mouth is full of circus peanut, and it's gross. Yeah.
I have not heard of this, so I'll be very interested to hear this story as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, basically, she's been interning forever and having a really hard time finding a job.
Wait, hold on. This is going to be the last one.
Yes! Wow! Wow.
Dude.
That was pretty cool.
Yo.
Yo, indeed.
Yo. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, continue with your boring story.
We should do one more match because we got a story to finish.
Okay. But, yeah, so she got this job with Finish Line. They're putting up a new store somewhere, and she's doing, like, some custom graphics for them of some kind.
Neat.
Yeah, it's not really what she wants to be doing, but it's a job, and I honestly think she should be working in graphic design. She's not really great at it, unfortunately. She's not really honed her skill.
Yeah?
She's had, 4 years of honor education or whatever. Like, she's good at what she does, but like her ideas aren't very solid, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what I mean? Like, I do better graphic design than she does.
We're just jumping this guy.
Totally.
Oh my god.
In the wrong part of town, buddy. Well, his friend up there is just having a freak out. Yeah, I do better graphic design than she does. Just because I have better ideas. But execution-wise, she does it much faster and efficiently, that kind of thing.
Dude, before I went over to pick you up, I got an email from this guy who I was doing like a little work for video-wise during like the summer or something. Yeah. And he needed his logo redone because it was in like 200 by 100 pixel thing. Yeah. It's like, and so what I basically what I did to remake that logo, I did it in like 15 minutes. I remade the text because it was custom by just mapping the old one. I stretched it out to the new frame. And I used the eyedropper to get all the colors right. Yeah. And I used a polygonal lasso tool to shape out manually what the letters looked like. Yeah. And I filled them in with the same text color. Right. And it looked pretty good. And I smoothed them out in the end with like a little quick select box that kind of like rounded everything out into a straight line. And I remade it like almost perfectly. And it took me like 15 minutes, and I was like, man, yeah, I'm starting to feel like a competent professional guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a good feeling. Oh, no good. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
It is kind of neat, especially with tools like Illustrator and stuff that really sort of...
I was just using Photoshop myself.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they do enough of the work for you that if you don't know what you're doing, you can still get something cool out of it.
You can get something cool, but I was saying like, man, I knew exactly what tool to use.
Right.
I kept...
I wasn't trying to imply you didn't know what you're doing. I'm sorry.
No. But I mean, like, I was able to... I was proud of it because I was able to express perfect fidelity pretty much with what the original one looked like.
Awesome.
Just a way better resolution. No! Get away! Yes!
Wow.
Poor DK. Poor DK. Come here. Man, that lasted a long time.
Yeah, it's sort of neat. I mean, especially, if you struggle for long enough and then you finally start to get results. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean... I didn't necessarily struggle with that. It just made me realize how far I'd come. Just and graphic design isn't even my thing.
Right. Yeah. But just to be able to tackle an unknown problem and do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had this idea for a website, and I've been trying to prototype it recently, and just making the content for it has been such a bummer because I just don't really know what I'm doing. Kind of having that issue of. Like, I know what I want. I know what it looks like in my head, but figuring out how to use the tools is taking a long time.
That's, I think that might be one of the biggest differences when it comes to being a professional versus, like, a hobbyist. Plenty of people, like a lot of people say that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good project to start with, as far as the artistic stuff goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a strong believer in learning via doing projects. But, I don't know. I've been thinking about a comic. I like the idea, and I've got a lot of... Dang.
Yeah, that was it, man. Yeah, that's it for this little tiny mini-series here.
Yeah.
Alright, next time on Bread and Jelly, we're not tired.
Yeah.